We say voice is a mood, but sometimes we get stuck in a mood. And so people can do it for, forever, or they can pick up a mood from their family, somebody they idolize, somebody that had a huge impact on them, and it actually starts to shape your voice. And then your voice is like your face. You take it everywhere with you. I mean, what else do we have? We have our face, we show up, our body, and then we speak through this body, right? And then you wonder why people react. So the best way, and there's nothing wrong with that, like sometimes you get a beautiful reaction from somebody that said, I love your presence, or they might say something like, I love talking to you, they'll say something like that. But if sometimes you might use your voice in a particular way because it's triggered by an emotion or a thought, a belief, a judgment, whatever, and you switch on that voice, and then that's what a person feels. They actually feel your voice rather than hear it. So when I work with people's voices, I love working with their personality. I love going on that personal development program. This is what I do too. I'm a coach. I'm a coach by background. I look at personality. I study behaviors. I even study the spirit of the person. What's their real connection with the universe? How do they see themselves in this world? Who are they really? Because who you are, who you're showing up, how you're showing up at the moment, your voice is, if you're not conscious, it's just a mood. Your voice is a mood. It's a temperament. It's a personality that you've just followed. But when you have awareness, right, you begin to observe yourself, and then you see a selection of choices. You can then go, I really like some of that. That bit of me I haven't activated before. And it'll come through some teaching, awareness, some coaching, some feedback, and you develop that. And then through that, you become more. You actually have the ability, the desire, and the motivation, right, to work on yourself because you see the benefit of it. And it becomes more for you than for others. It's kind of like, if it's not for you first, how can it be for others? It's artificial. It's a performance. And it's not sustainable. It goes on for a little while and you go, I've had enough of having to change myself for that person. Every time I speak to that person, I've got to be somebody else, and you're not motivated for it. I've been specializing with people's voices for a long time. And I know the voice is the organ of the soul. It's not my quote, but it's from Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. And when I saw that quote, I said, this is it. This says it all. Because I've been trying to find the words. And, and take responsibility for that. Because when I speak harshly, I take responsibility for that. And I start to say, I'm angry. I feel the anger. Well, that really upsets me, So I take responsibility. I don't ignore it. I go, that's my angry voice. And then I say, so I face up to it, and then I say, what do I want to do about it? Okay? Because I can go, okay, I've got an angry voice. That's it. Every time that happens, I will use my angry voice. And then the next thing will be, is that working for you? Is it actually helping you? And if it helps me, if that angry voice makes my dog come back and not run on the street, hey, Zorro, come back, right? And that makes him, turn around and do it. Then I'll use it. But sometimes, say, if I get angry with my daughter, for example, it doesn't work. She gets more resistant. So then I have an opportunity to make a choice. But without awareness, people are trapped in an unconscious pattern of communicating and not getting the results they want. And so what do? I stir the pot in that, and by writing the blogs or whatever way you found me, I'm not sure, but I talk about that subject and I develop people around that subject.